The invasion begins. The alarm bell on Earth Defense Station Titan screamed like a banshee at the end of the world. Commander Jake Sullivan jolted awake, fighting the sense that his body was moving in slow motion. He snatched up his uniform, still, half in the world of dreams, and was in the hallway before his brain caught up. The metallic corridors echoed with frantic footsteps and clipped voices. A siren's blue glow painted every surface. Crew members in all shapes and sizes ran past, some still clutching mugs of coffee, faces tight with dread. Jake barely remembered. Climbing the ladder to the command center, only that he arrived breathless to find a wall of screens showing an ocean of red dots crawling toward. The heart of the solar system. Dr. Lisa Hoffman, always calm under pressure, looked up from the main display. "Commander, we have contact," she said, her voice as steady as the ground wasn't. 847 ships. Alpha Centauri origin. The words dropped like stones in Jake's stomach. The enemy fleet's formation was perfect discipline. Silent, unwavering, they looked like sharks in the dark. Each blip represented a ship bigger than anything humans had ever built. Lieutenant Danny Brooks at Sensors had gone pale. "They're not hiding, sir. They want us to see them coming." Jake took a breath, holding back the tremor in his hands. "This is it, everyone. We've practiced this 1,000 times. Today, we make it real." He forced his voice calm. "Brooks, patch me through to Captain Rivera on the Nighthawk." Moments later, the main screen flickered, and Captain Tony Rivera's sharp-eyed face filled the display. "Tony, I need you to get close, see what these visitors are packing. Stay hidden. Get me as much intel as you can." "Already ahead of you, Jake," Tony replied. "I'll have scans and recordings back in 48 hours. Jake nodded. "Stay safe. And Tony, don't be a hero." "Not yet." The connection cut, and Jake turned back to the main display. Lisa tapped her screen. "Their signals are strong?" "The computer is starting to translate. They call themselves Kamor. They're planning." Her mouth tightened. "They're dividing up Earth's resources, planning to wipe out all humans." The room fell silent. The coldness settled in Jake's bones. This wasn't a misunderstanding or a diplomatic blunder. The Kamor weren't coming for trade. They were coming for genocide. "General." Amy Carter's call from Earth broke the silence. Her face was carved with resolve. "Jake, we need every detail, every scan, every whisper. An emergency council is assembling now. Give me something we can use." "We'll send everything, ma'am." "But from what we see," he hesitated, "I don't think our regular defenses will be enough." "I know." Her eyes glinted. "Which is why Project Deep Strike is going active. Tell your team to prepare for anything. Down on Earth, deep, under the Colorado mountains, Admiral Kevin Stone stood in a room that didn't exist on any official map. Scientists and engineers worked at glowing terminals. The hum of power and the tang of ozone filled the air. Dr. Maya Patel handed him a tablet. Pride and exhaustion in her eyes. "The weapons are ready, Admiral," she said. "Quantum torpedoes, adaptive eye missiles, nanomachines." He nodded, feeling the weight of it. "Good. When the time comes, we'll show them what humans can do." Back on Titan, the Chlor's first transmission blared in flawless English, translated by the computer. The alien voice was cold, mechanical. "People of Earth, surrender your world, lower your weapons, prepare your cities for occupation. You have 72 hours to comply. Resist, and we burn your world." Jake's jaw set. "What's our answer?" Someone asked quietly. Admiral Stone's voice. "Broadcast across every command center. Set it for all of humanity. Come and take it." Project Deep Strike's final switches flipped. Cloaked ships moved into position. Asteroid-based railguns powered up, and 1,000 hidden eyes watched the Kamor's every move. The countdown to humanity's greatest battle had begun. Secrets beneath the surface in the Kamor flagship's bridge. Admiral Frix Arshava regarded Earth's solar system with open contempt. Their intelligence reported a fractured primitive. World chemical rockets, crude nuclear weapons, no unified fleet. Their engineers boasted that nothing in this system could challenge their shields or weaponry as the hours ticked by. The Khmor fleet prepared to split. 60 warships in the vanguard would clear the way through Jupiter, while the main body would drive toward Mars. Then Earth. But under the surface of Earth's apparent chaos, something new had emerged. Governments had set aside rivalries, scientists and soldiers working together like never before. The first ever Global Defense Council worked in secret. Pooling every last ounce of ingenuity, Captain Rivera's stealth ship coasted closer to the Khmor fleet than any human vessel had dared before. Its hull shimmered with advanced cloaking tech unseen by alien sensors. Rivera and his co-pilot, Leon Joe, watched enemy formations, cataloged weapons, and intercepted communications. Rivera's report flashed into Tibbins' command center. Their formations are rigid. Their battle plans are old school, no flexibility. Shields are strong but inflexible. Weapons deadly, but all plasma-based. No quantum defenses. Dr. Patel, overseeing Project Deep Strike, beamed at the screens. Our quantum torpedoes phase through shields. Our adaptive missiles learn faster than anything they've seen. The nanobots will be their worst nightmare. On Mars, secret asteroid bases powered up railguns and minefields. At Jupiter, Colonel Martinez's destroyers floated. Invisible and patient. Captain Linda Foster's team at the Cyber Warfare Center cracked the Khmor's network, using clever code to worm into their communications and targeting systems. An abandoned subway under New York. Even old hackers and street engineers, once considered criminals, were recruited for their genius. All of Earth was united now. Every mind and every tool turned toward one goal: survival. The Khmor grew increasingly confident. Their ships cut through the solar system, their commanders making jokes about primitive prey. They expected Earth to beg for mercy before the end, but Earth was not preparing to beg. It was preparing to fight like nothing the galaxy had ever seen. Ambush at Jupiter. Colonel Steve Martinez floated at the command chair of the destroyer Argo, watching the red spot of Jupiter turn slowly below them. His fleet of 12 cloaked destroyers waited in the planet's shadow. The vanguard of the Khmor fleet moved in, 60 warships in tight formation, weapons powered up. "Stand by for fire mission," Martinez whispered. "Targets locked," Lieutenant Jack Wilson replied. "They're almost in range." The Khmor scouts swept the area, but their sensors found only silence. As they closed to firing range, Martinez gave the order: fire all quantum torpedoes. Adaptive missiles spread pattern. Launch nanobot swarms. Silent missiles leapt from human ships, phasing through the Khmor shields. Torpedoes detonated inside enemy hulls. Adaptive missiles dodged plasma fire, learning enemy patterns with each pass. Nanobots ate through wires, controls, and life support systems, rendering warships helpless. The commander's screen filled with reports: sudden hull breaches, weapon failures, internal sabotage. Ships fell dark, drifting lifeless in Jupiter's orbit. Some tried to return fire, but their systems jammed. A few detonated from within as nanobots swarmed their reactors. On Earth, Captain Linda Foster's team launched the final phase hacking. More comes. Panic swept the alien ranks as false orders and ghost signals led ships in circles or into minefields. Martinez watched, heart pounding. In 20 minutes, the enemy's vanguard was reduced to glowing wrecks. A single Khmor ship tried to flee, but adaptive missiles changed course and intercepted. Ending its flight, Martinez's voice rang through the comms to Earth. "Jupiter is secure. Vanguard destroyed. No losses." The news hit Earth like lightning. For the first time, the Khmor had suffered a defeat. On every continent, hope flared. On the Khmor flagship, Frix Arshava stared at the reports, trembling. The primitives had turned Jupiter into a slaughterhouse. Something was very wrong. But it was already too late. Battle for the belt. The Khmor main fleet charged ahead, dismissing the loss at Jupiter as a lucky shot. Now more cautious, they spread out through the asteroid belt, confident their numbers would overwhelm any defense. but the asteroid belt itself became Earth's weapon, hidden among the rocks. Hundreds of railguns powered up. Cloaked mines waited in every gap. The enemy didn't notice until the first salvos struck railgun rounds tore through hulls. Quantum torpedoes slipped past defenses. Mines detonated in clusters. The belt became chaos. More ships tried to regroup, but hackers in Nevada hijacked their comms, sending phantom orders and scrambling signals. The formation broke. Asteroids redirected by human engineers slammed into enemy cruisers. Adaptive missiles pursued any ship that tried to flee, growing smarter with every shot. Some more ships tried to call for reinforcements, but their signals were jammed or redirected by Captain Foster's cyber warfare team. Others attempted desperate counterattacks, only to run straight into new minefields. For the first time, the Claymore realized their defeat was not just possible, but certain. In a matter of hours, half their fleet was gone. Wreckage filled the void. Survivors desperately maneuvered toward Mars, hoping for a last stand. Earth had transformed the asteroid belt into a graveyard. Humanity triumphant. The battered Claymore. Survivors reached Mars only to face the full might of Earth's hidden fleet. Admiral Kevin Stone took command, his voice steady as he broadcast to every ship, human and alien. Earth will not kneel, surrender or be destroyed. The Claymore flagship fired its plasma cannons in defiance, but their weapons were jammed, their targeting scrambled. Human ships emerged from behind Mars, launching every secret weapon at once. Quantum torpedoes crippled the last enemy carriers. Adaptive missiles finished the rest. A handful of ships powered down and surrendered, their commanders sending desperate pleas for mercy. Earth's response was firm. Survivors would be spared, but only as prisoners, to warn their people never to return. On Earth, people poured into the streets, celebrating as news of the victory spread. Across the galaxy, signals bounced from world to world. The Claymore Empire had been defeated by the primitive humans before they even reached Mars. Admiral Stone stood before a global audience, speaking for all of humanity. We are peaceful, by choice, not by weakness. Let this be a lesson to any who think to conquer Earth. We are stronger together, and we will never be prey. From the asteroid belt to the surface of Earth, humanity had shown the universe what it meant to fight not just for survival, but for each other. The solar system was safe, and the legend of human resilience would echo across the stars for generations to come. Asterisk.